One of the largest banks in North America, called TD Bank, has just had to pay a recent $3 billion penalty over money laundering lapses that have raised questions about its connections to two unnamed crypto firms operating in Colombia and the UK. Hi everybody and welcome again to another episode of Enter Crypto with me, Chris Kenyon. Now in today's video we're going to be talking about a bank called TD Bank. That stands for Toronto Dominion Bank. They're actually one of the largest banks in North America, and they're one of the big five banks in Canada, but they also operate in the United States as well. And now they've actually been fined by the US government $3 billion. This is a penalty because they've basically had some money laundering lapses. But what's interesting about this particular bank is that they do have some links to some crypto companies, crypto firms that have been operating in Colombia and also the UK. So as always guys, let's just quickly read through this article, see what we can learn, and then we'll comment after. So TD Bank's recent $3 billion penalty over money laundering lapses has raised questions about its connections to two unnamed crypto firms operating in Colombia and the UK. The settlement involves TD Bank's US operations and includes limitations on the bank's future growth due to lapses in AML oversight. According to the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, or FinCEN, over $1 billion of TD Bank's transfer volume during the relevant period was linked to a customer group referred to as Customer Group C. This group claimed to be involved in sales finance and real estate industries, but primarily facilitated crypto-related transactions. The group received more than 90% of its incoming funds from a UK-based crypto exchange, while more than 60% of its outgoing transactions were wired to a Colombian financial institution offering virtual asset services. FinCEN's report highlights that Customer Group C conducted an average of $100 million in monthly wire transfers, most of which involved apparent third-party crypto trading in high-risk jurisdictions including Colombia, China, and countries in the Middle East. These transactions raised concerns due to massive deviations from the customer's onboarding documentation. Now, during the period in question, TD Bank processed over $650 million in transfers for Customer Group C, originating from an international crypto exchange. Despite the unknown origins of these funds, the bank continued to process transactions, facilitating over $420 million in wires to a financial institution in Colombia that provides crypto services. TD Bank previously engaged in the crypto market through its acquisition of TD Cowen, an independent investment bank that launched Cowen Digital in March 2022, and the unit provided institutional clients with exposure to the crypto market, offering access to assets such as Bitcoin and Ether. However, Cowen Digital was shut down in 2023, just 3 months after TD Bank completed its $1.3 billion acquisition of Cowen. The closure of TD Cowen's crypto division came amid several high-profile crypto company collapses in 2022 and ongoing banking and regulatory challenges in the US in 2023. Now, what's interesting about this is that TD Bank's involvement with these unnamed crypto firms in Colombia and the UK, and the fact that the bank facilitated over $1 billion in transactions without any adequate oversight. This reveals just how sort of deeply traditional financial institutions are intertwined with crypto and with the crypto ecosystem, and this can often be in sometimes unexpected ways. We think that they're not involved at all, and it's just the regular guys that are involved. And actually, when they are throwing the rule book out the window, we find out that there's millions and even billions of transactions and buying and selling going through exchanges from companies because it's very profitable. And there's also some sort of geopolitical risk here, because the fact that Customer Group C, as they're calling it, conducted transactions in high-risk jurisdictions like Colombia, China, and the Middle East adds this sort of extra layer of intrigue, because these regions often have less stringent regulatory frameworks for crypto, making them, in turn it sort of makes them attractive for high-volume trading, but also this increasing risk of money laundering and financial crimes usually as well. And also the timing of this, crypto division shutdown is also important, because TD Bank shut down this Coin Digital just months after acquiring Cohen, and following several major crypto collapses in that year. It just shows how volatile the relationship between traditional banking and crypto can be, and it kind of reflects this, broader uncertainty in the industry, where traditional banks are having to grapple with, how to handle crypto exposure amidst, in the middle of all this regulatory challenges, because banks have to follow the rules, obviously, and the regulations, and crypto kind of doesn't. Crypto doesn't care what the rules and regulations are. It's a cypherpunk movement. It's a libertarian movement. It just doesn't care. It's, some might even call it anarchistic. But the banks are certainly not like that. They want to follow the rules. They're trying to follow the rules, and because if they don't, things like this happen. They're going to end up with huge penalties. Now, one thing I would be really interested in is for you guys to comment below, and I want to know specifically whether you think there'll be some kind of, maybe not to this particular case, but if you think there'll be any sort of potential regulatory backlash, because as more incidents involve, these large financial institutions and crypto transactions come to light, governments, or I'm asking you kind of, do you think that governments would be or may introduce stricter regulations on crypto? I'd be really interested to know what you guys think. And so that's what I've got for you today, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on that notifications bell so that you don't miss out on any future updates. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care.